Hello guys, this is Logan here with Games Rotation to talk about, while usually we do games, I'm going to talk about something a little interesting here. So, with me, I have every current main Paradox title, grand strategy game out. And I did the math. To get all of the content for these games at current price is $1,000, $278. To get all of the content they currently have, which, yes, it's 5 games. 6 games currently. One of which isn't really even built around content. So, let's just say we remove Imperador, which is about $65, and we divide it into 5. That is around $242, $243 if we round up, dollars to buy all of, like, in average, to buy a full Paradox title. Of course, this changes fucking drastically. Like, Vicky 2, overall, for fucking everything, if you get the bundle, is about $75. While Crusader Kings 2, on the other hand, to get fucking everything is about $340. Yeah, we're adding the content packs too, even though I probably fucking shouldn't. I'm gonna add it because it's fucking mind-boggling. Now, other fucking games, like, see, the reason I'm also talking about this in video, because this is something that's going to be brought up in the Crusader Kings 2 episode, but other games have consolidated when they've hit this point. They've made bundles which are easy enough for people to buy into so they can play catch-up. Guess what, though? Paradox doesn't do that. What Paradox does is they make a game, and they make people who like it buy DLCs, continue to have to buy DLCs, because you are not going to be able to get the full experience unless you're up to date with the DLCs. Because not only do these DLCs add content, they also give you content, but then lock the content away. So, in some ways, they actually hurt you, like in EU4. Certain mechanics were put in that now if you do not have DLCs, you cannot do certain things that are beneficial. You can't keep up with strategies too. Everyone's going to be playing the DLC with the highest. So if you go to CK2, which is $340 fucking dollars to get everything, about $200, like, to get all the expansions, we'll cut it in half and say it's about $150. Still, to buy a full fucking product like that is goddamn insane to me. EU4 is worse. EU4 is worse simply for the fact that if we go to Art of War gives you certain things like the ability to give lands that you have conquered to your allies so they may claim it. If you do not have the Art of War DLC, fighting and having wars with allies in EU4 is fucking impossible. Because if you're trying to be like, oh, I want to take all of this country's land, if one of your allies takes a piece of land, they just own it. They have it now. And you can't just say, oh no, I want to take it, I fought this war. No, it's either you give it to them or you leave it to the enemy. And shit like that. Common Sense, which adds development, which you can't westernize as a nation, and you can't improve as a nation without it, which, for fucking DLC called Common Sense, and Art of War. Art of War currently is a very old DLC in EU4. Yet for some fucking reason, it is priced as highly as some of the newest DLCs currently. And I don't fucking understand that. I don't understand how a game they know that the fucking DLCs are built around crucial content. So the content that is most crucial, that basically is you need to own it to have an enjoyable experience, they log it behind the highest payroll. And it's infuriating. Like, the only thing that makes this good, in a way, the only reason I think they get away with it is only one person, if you play multiplayer, has to have it. Which, people aren't that mad, because my assumption, if people actually want to play these games, either they're a big enough fan to buy it and allow them and their friends to kind of play multiplayer together, or they torrent it. Because I don't understand how the fuck, like, I have all of the CK2 DLC. I have Vicky 2. And thankfully, me and my brother got on the Hearts of Iron 4 train and has been doing it. We abandoned EU4. EU4 was the first game we got into. And we abandoned it because we didn't want to put the money in to get a completed game. There are definitely a lot of problems on Steam at the moment. I have water, by the way. Like, early access. Fucking all of this dumb shit that's been going on that Steam is unable to afford. And, you know, there's the Epic Store and everything. But I think the hidden thing that no one has ever fully fucking talked about is how the Paradox DLC the DLC train that they make is a worse version of microtransactions. They put in content that inadvertently, it's fine at the moment. It's fine if you fucking do that. But eventually, it's not going to do well. It's going to bite you in the ass. Because you learn things that don't fucking work. Which is why I made this video to talk about Imperator Rome. Imperator Rome is a horrible game. Imperator Rome, if you check this screenshot, all of these, it has no time period. It has only one starting period. Oh, wow, all of these maps. Let me tell you something. These 6 recommended nations are the only nation you should play. Because no other nation is different. None of them have unique events. None of them are interesting to play. It is a shitty map painter if you play as them. These 6 nations have events. And it's not like EU4 where you get a large event of events that people can get. And no, if you play as any other of these nations, from the Gauls to the fucking African nation to Spain to fucking Finland and all that, you get the same boring shit. And you act basically the same too. If you want to be a fucking Celt that just uses war elephants, go the fuck ahead. Paradox doesn't give a shit. And the thing that infuriates me and made me to make this fucking video was, oh, it's $40, but if you buy the $55 version, you get the deluxe edition, which gives you the Hellenistic World Flavor Pack, which basically means, hey, do you want to have a couple more nations? Do you want to have a couple more nations that allow you to play different nations interestingly? Oh, you do? Pay us $15 more. And that's fucking aggravating to me. I don't like the fact that to have any enjoyment with playing the Alexander DLCs is locked behind a paywall. I don't like the fact that they made this deluxe edition because it points out very clearly what they are planning to do. This big fuck all nation, what they're going to do is each nation, they're going to make, maybe it's like, oh, you want the Vikings to be interesting, $20. You want to play someone down here, $20. This is the most micro transaction bullshit I have ever heard. They are literally selling you a bare bones skeleton of a game, and they are planning to make you buy the parts you want to play. Not, oh, here's an expansion. No, it's like, you're going to have to pay basically the full price of an indie title to play a group of nations. If EU4 came out, and it was just France, or fucking CK2 came out, and it was only Ireland, and it was like, you wanna play England? That's gonna be $20. Or, oh, you wanna play, it's, oh, Ireland's interesting, but every other nation is completely bland, and if you want to have anything interesting with them, then fuck you, give us $20. That's not okay. I don't see any fucking reason why it would be okay. I don't understand why the fuck Paradox pushed this title out. They made Hearts of Iron 4. Hearts of Iron 4 has decent fucking DLC. It does the same thing, but not only does it expand couple of nations, which is great, and they balance them correctly, they add new mechanics. Man the guns, fix naval contact. Waking the Tiger did shit with generals. Some of the less expensive ones, like Death or Dishonor, I'm pretty sure just is a nation's pack, but it's only $9. But for the most part, they do a decent job with DLC. So I don't understand how you go from Hearts of Iron 4 and its wonderful DLC policy in a game that's obviously, well, maybe not polished at the start, is still a game, to this. To a game somehow panned by audiences. A game that people were excited for. People love the Roman era. I love the Roman era. It's just an interesting time period. I feel like Imperator Rome, not even talking about the game itself past its bullshit DLC transaction shit around that, is a boring game. And I just don't know how they fucked it up like this. Either way, this is Logan from Games in Rotation, ranting about Paradox. Yeah. By next week or so, we'll have the Crusader Kings 2 episode out. We'll probably be talking a bit more about Imperator Rome and shit like that. But I just wanted to release a video because this pissed me off. Have a lovely day.